Refreshing stories. My name is Hiroshi. I work as a construction manager of building projects for a medium-sized construction company. My wife and I met through the introduction of a colleague, and we got married 2 years ago. Not having any children yet, we still feel like newlyweds, and we're living a happy married life together. My hobby is doing DIY. On weekends, Nanami and I go visit our villa near the airport by the sea. I was looking forward to doing DIY there that weekend too.
Hiroshi, you really love DIY, don't you?
Because, I get excited when I get to create something with my own hands the way I want to. Don't you feel excited too?
You really are like a child.
Do you hate your husband like this?
Of course not. I think you're very lovely.
Thank you, Nanami. You're the best wife for understanding my hobby.
You are in a good mood.
The fact that we acquired this villa through my grandfather, this villa's older than it looks. That's why, in order to renovate it, we were headed to that vacation house today. But...
Huh? A different car is parked.
You're right. I wonder whose car that is.
Oh, wait! I think that's my older brother's car.
What? Your older brother? Does that mean that car is Rikuto's?
I guess we can't park our car if his car is parked there. I'll try to call him.
My brother-in-law, Rikuto, and I have only met each other a couple of times during the wedding, and we haven't talked much. But since he has a huge build, and he has a stern-looking face, I dislike him a bit. Nanami explained the situation to him, and he said that he just happened to be nearby. What? What did you call me here for all of a sudden when I was enjoying surfing in the waves? Brother-in-law, could you please move your car to a different spot?
I mean, if you're going to surf, why don't you just park your car near the beach?
I don't want to do that, because my precious Benz might rust, Right, but first of all, this is our villa, and you call this a villa? It's shabby and run down. Hey, what are you saying? Well, you're right about how it looks old, but we take good care of it, because it only has the value of a parking space, right? That's why I went out of my way to use it as a parking space. What? Well, it's right near where I surf, so it's just the right spot for me. I'll make effective use of it.
You're saying such selfish comments again. If you don't get your car out of the way, Hiroshi can't do the DIY that he's been looking forward to doing.
That's right! I drove all the way here, What are you calling a DIY? It's useless to try to fix this shabby house. What? Hey! You mentioned that it's shabby again! Huh? What's wrong with calling it that? It looks shabby no matter who looks at it, right? I ended up having to park my car at the parking lot by the airport, and Nanami and I walked all the way back to the house. Why in the world do I have to park my car in a different place? That's our land,
I'm very sorry about this, Hiroshi. It's my fault for carelessly telling him about the villa.
Don't be hard on yourself. It's not your fault,
But...
I mean, I'm sorry too, for always complaining about trivial matters, even though that's your older brother.
No, it's fine. My older brother is already an adult, but all he does is play around, so... his family, are having a hard time with him.
What? Really?
As for the car he currently drives, he forced himself to take out a loan to afford that.
Is that so? Well, it does seem quite expensive. Apparently, my brother-in-law is extravagant in spending money. Aside from the car, he spends a lot of money lavishly on suits, watches, and his surfing hobby. What's even worse is that since that day, he continued to park his car at our villa without asking for our permission. Then, a few weeks later... This car is in the way of what I'm working on! What if I tow his car away without asking for his permission? Hey! Why are you looking at my Benz like that? Oh, brother-in-law, what are you saying? I'm not thinking of any bad thoughts about it, If that's the case, then fine. But remember, I won't let you get away if you do something to my beloved car. I won't do anything like that, More importantly, you're quite early today, aren't you? Weren't you surfing? I have something to attend to for a while. I'll go change clothes at your shabby house. What? Hey, wait a second! Don't step inside without... You're all dripping wet! Despite my efforts to try and stop him, my brother-in-law used the villa and the things inside like he owned everything. Then, a few minutes later, he came out dressed up for some sort of occasion. Huh? Where are you going with all that luggage with you? I'm going overseas to work at our overseas branch. Well, I guess this is the destiny of an elite. Oh, is that so? I'll head directly to the airport now. It's quite convenient since the airport is very near. What? You're going right now? What about your car? What are you going to do with it? I'll leave it to you. Take good care of my beloved car, okay? What? Are you saying that you're thinking of leaving it there until you get back? Wait a minute! My brother-in-law went abroad and left his car parked in our private property. Because of that, I couldn't use my parking lot at our villa. What are we gonna do about this? This is bothering me so much!
I wonder what in the world he's thinking. Sometimes I wonder if he's even thinking at all. Can't you do anything to somehow move his car?
About that, the car key is with your brother.
Is that so? He does realize that we can't take care of his car without the car keys, right?
After that, we contacted my brother-in-law to send the key, but he ignored us every single time. Because of that, I got more and more frustrated. Then one day, according to the news, there was a typhoon approaching the city we were living in. This is bad. The newscaster said that disaster class damage is expected.
It's a little better here, but it seems like it'll be worse near the sea.
If that's the case, I'm getting worried about our villa.
Right. I wonder if it won't get blown away by the strong wind.
I think it'll be alright, but I think we should prepare for the typhoon.
I will help you with that. Let's hurry and head to the villa.
Yes, you're right. We worked together to prepare for the typhoon by piling sandbags, repairing the storm shutters, etc. We knew we had to do something about my brother-in-law's car. So Nanami called him, but... What are you calling for all of a sudden? It's the middle of the night, you know?
Big brother, could you please send your car key as soon as possible?
What? You're talking about that again? You really are very persistent, like always, aren't you?
There's a strong typhoon headed here. I will move your car to a safer place, so send us a key.
Huh? A typhoon? You're just saying that as an excuse to move my car because it's in your way, right?
I told you, that's not it. Why don't you believe me?
Nanami, I'll talk to him. So could you please hand me the phone?
Okay. Here you go.
Brother-in-law, this is Hiroshi speaking. Duh, what do you want? I'm very sleepy right now. You woke me up, you know? Please, listen carefully. There's a very strong typhoon approaching the city. Your precious car will be in trouble if you don't do something about it. You're continuing to tell that lie? I will never be fooled. You got that? But we're not lying. We really are telling the truth. Our intentions are 100% good. So you really want to move my beloved car to a different place? Do you really like DIY that much? Well, that's not relevant right now, is it? I can't believe you're still trying to fix that shabby house. What a loser hobby. Good night. Bye. I'm going back to sleep now. Hey, wait a second! I'm not done yet! Oh no, he already hung up.
What? Did my big brother hang up?
Yeah, I mean, he made fun of our villa and my hobby. That's it. I don't care anymore. Unable to put up with his behavior any longer, I decided to completely ignore his car that was parked near our villa. Then, 1 year after he went overseas. What's up? I just got back. Wow, it's been a long time coming here. Oh, brother-in-law, what brought you here out of the blue? You know, of course. I came back here to get my beloved car. You better have taken good care of my precious car while I was away. How could you say such a thing when you left it here without permission? What are you grumbling about? Here you go. I got you a souvenir. It's chocolate. Hey, please, don't throw the food. And so, where's my beloved bands? Huh? What do you mean, where? It's right there. Huh? Where is it? I told you, it's over there. That one. That's your bands. Huh? No matter how I look at it, that's just ragged iron scrap. You're right, it is. Truly, we couldn't do anything about it. What's gotten into you? You've become good at joking. I don't have any idea what you're talking about. Look closely. The shape of the bumper and the tires, the traces are still there. Can't you see? What? Are you serious? You gotta be kidding me! My beloved car! Why in the world did this happen? How could this be? What do you mean, how could this be? We contacted you to warn you about that typhoon. Remember? The typhoon was so strong that it was unlike anything we'd ever seen, you know? The typhoon wasn't a lie? There's no way I would lie to you, you know? It was a very strong one. So the huge waves were brought up to the shore, and this place was a mess. But, so are you saying that's the reason why it's rusted? I still have to pay 5 years for the loan, you know? I can't believe it's gone, just like that. We offered to move your car to a safer place, but you didn't believe us. But isn't it strange? Why's my car rusted like this when your shabby house is fine?
That's obviously because Hiroshi put in a lot of time and effort to fix and renovate it.
Nanami, what do you mean?
Hiroshi's DIY is of a professional level, so it was able to withstand the typhoon.
And oh, by the way, we did prepare for the typhoon properly, so... Why's my car the only thing that got affected? Oh, by the way, brother-in-law, I'm sorry to have to tell you this when you have to deal with paying for your car to be scrapped. What is it? You have more to tell me? I need you to pay us the fee for unauthorized parking. You've been parking your car here for a year, after all. Okay, alright. Of course I'll pay for the parking fee.
Is that so? The land prices in this area are quite high, you know?
What? Really? The estimated parking rates are about $10 per hour, so that will be $80,000. What? $80,000? You're kidding, right? I've been telling you that I'm very serious. You said that you'll pay the fee, didn't you? But... For a while, my brother-in-law was stuffing on paying the parking fees. However, my parents-in-law became furious about the incident, so he ended up reluctantly paying it in installments. Because of the remaining loan, he has to pay for the bends and the parking fees he has to pay us. He ended up drowning in debt and is now living in extreme poverty. As for Nanami and me, since the car's not parked there anymore, I can now immerse in my hobbies without having to worry about anything. Alright, here I go!
Hiroshi, you're like a child building a secret fortress.
I'm now able to spend a fulfilling weekend like I used to. We will continue to enjoy our time together as a couple in our prided villa. Thank you for watching all the way till the end. Don't forget to subscribe and smash that like button. And if you have time, please check out our other videos as well. Alright then, see you next time. Bye.